Let me show you how to make ramen broth in a pressure cooker and then make ramen so good. Hey, it's Susie the Foodie. This is product test number 2 for the Cosori pressure cooker. I'm going to be making ramen broth. The great thing is this is actually quite economical, which broth should be. Let's get started. I've got 1 complete chicken leg, so thigh and drumstick, and about 1 pound of pork bones. For the flavorings, we have 3 bunches of green onion, 3 large knobs of ginger sliced, washed and sliced. I've got 6 cloves of smashed garlic. I have a cup of shiitake mushrooms that I have rinsed because they can sometimes have debris and we want a beautiful broth. To season the broth, we're going to be putting in half a cup of soy sauce. I have Hello Kitty soy sauce, thanks to my friend Vicky. You're going to start with the bones and the meat. Then we're going to put in all the flavorings. So if you don't like the seafood flavor that shiitakes can impart, I would skip that. Now we're just gonna put the soy sauce in there and then we're gonna cover with cold water. We are at the 10 cup line. You're gonna put this on the soup setting for 2 hours, but remember, because there's so much liquid in here, it's gonna take a lot longer than that. So factor that in when you're making this. Okay, I'm choosing soup. Wow, I need more time than that. I want cooking time. I want it to be for 2 hours. There we go. Oh, but it's ready. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to discard everything but the chicken meat. I'm going to let it cool down. And I'm going to let it sit in the fridge. Once it's cooled down to room temperature, I'm going to put it in the fridge and let it sit overnight so tomorrow we can make ramen. I double cheeseclothed a strainer because I am worried about, oh my god, steam is crazy. I'm worried about the shiitake mushrooms. I want to make sure to get any grit out of there. I filled up the sink with cold water and I added ice cubes to help this cool down. I've let this soup rest overnight, so in case there's some fat and impurities coming to the top, we'll check it out. Also, we have to reheat the soup. We're going to be finishing the broth in the Cosori pot. Number 1, how does the broth look? Wow! Holy crap, that's a lot of fat. Okay, we gotta skim that sucker. Oh, it's really gelatinous. That's very good. Wow. That is goodness. Just gonna pour in the broth. Wow, what a sound. Also going to add kombu, which is basically seaweed. Sometimes it's hard to find. You have to go to a Japanese place, or T&T is really good. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm making a shoyu ramen broth, which means there is lots of soy sauce in here. We're going to finish it off with another half cup of Hello Kitty soy sauce. You're also going to add 1.5 tablespoons of Chinese wine, sake if you have it. I don't, wish I did. A tablespoon of mirin. I'm going to choose the soup setting. 25 minutes is actually perfect. It's on a pretty high pressure but not too high, which is good. I want the kombu to get in there and do its magic and heat up the broth. Noodles, done. Adding the broth. Finishing touches. I'm going to grab some of those bamboo shoots. Pork belly. My somewhat warmed eggs. I'll hide them in there so they look kind of soft boiled. This is actually the perfect Vancouver weather for ramen. It is gray, it is rainy, and yeah, a blucky day. Add some of the broth. Here we go, and it's gonna be noisy. Oh, it's good. It's yummy. Made excellent broth. It's delicious. I'm thrilled with all the results so far. Thanks for watching. The Cosori pressure cooker did a fantastic job making the broth and then the soup, and then wow, look, the second time I made it, perfect soft boiled eggs.